Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today, happy 4th of July. Please stay safe, please. Number one. Number two, I hope you're spending it with friends and family. But today, we're getting ready. And this is the look that I created today using what palette? Can you guess? It turned out okay. It's not the best, and I feel like I've definitely created prettier looks using this palette. But, and I can't really figure out what's off about the look, to be honest with you, but something is. I just can't figure it out. And it's the eyes, because I'm loving the face. I love the bronzer, I love the blush, I love the highlighter. Nothing wrong there. The lips, I'm playing with this. It's new. And it is the first time that I am using this particular lip kit, but not bad. You'll see it in another video. It's not bad. It's definitely not what I thought it would be. So on one hand, it's really nice, but on the other hand, it's, I don't know, because it's my first time. So anywho, the first shade we're going to go into is this really baby carnation-y pink. Very light pink. You can barely see it there. Can you even see it there? Let's maybe head it on a little more. There we go. That's a little better. Man, you can barely see that. That is so funny because I actually can see it on my lid right there. Interesting. You do have to build it up. As you can see, I got a good bit on this brush, and we're going to go in, starting with this shade. I really like this palette. I really do. It's very colorful. When I look at it, I definitely screams summer to me. It gives me all of my summer feels all in one palette. I mean, it's gorgeous. And it does remind me, a little bit of like the 4th of July in the sense of maybe going out and doing stuff with family and friends and stuff, like the color story. It's definitely my color story when I think of summer and fun. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own idea of colors, obviously, and what, is best for them in every season, or what looks best on them even in every season. And maybe you wear the same palette all year round. I don't, everybody's different. I mean, I could do that. It would be really not fun for me, but I could. Like, I started thinking, like, when I first started getting back into makeup and how excited I was. And I couldn't imagine only having one palette. But I do see where it is practical. Where, if makeup's not a big part of your life or something. Or if you've just found that one palette that looks the best on you, I can see it. In which case, man, you're lucky if you nailed that right off the bat, because it took me 2 years to figure out formulas that I liked, formulas I didn't like, colors that I liked, colors that I didn't like. And with that even said, now I'm like, do I really like that color after all? Like, I question myself even now. So you can definitely see where this color has built up. It still isn't, like crazy pigment by no means, but it's not meant to be. So I like it. It's just right for the, for blending or crease shade or transition shade, whatever it may be. Now we're going to go into this color. And this is probably my favorite color in the whole world, as you can probably see by the dress that I'm wearing. Like, this is my color pink. Hands down, one of my favorites, And work that right on in to start to darken this up. But yeah, I usually, now I'm not saying I don't like this look, because I do. I do. But usually I'm in like awe of the looks I create using this palette. This is definitely not one of my favorite looks by no means, but it's still pretty nonetheless. I still had fun, you know, creating it and playing and mixing and matching. I think that's what happened. I mixed and matched too much, and generally I really try to stay in like a couple of shades, you know what I mean? Unless I'm trying out a palette, and even then I try my best to just use a couple of shades, because it gets out of hand. I get out of hand, you know? And it becomes too much then, you know? But this pink here is just stunning. You do have to like color to like this palette, for sure. Because there's not one neutral shade in this palette. Not one brown, tan, nothing. So you do have to, for sure, like color. And I will say that you have a lot of options for this, like a good bit of options for using this palette, like in what direction, what color store you want to go in, to be honest. And I like that about it. I'm going to try to build this up the best I can. I'm going to try to make both eyes even. It is so hard to do that, though, to be honest. But we shall try. Okay, now we're going to go into this beautiful purple. And these shades are just so pigmented. But they blend really easy. They really do. Got a rag down here I'm wiping my fingers off on, because they do kind of stain a little bit. Now, I don't get much staining when it comes to, I better knock some of that off, my lid. Like if I use a oil or something to take it off, or an makeup remover, whatever, I usually don't have any problems taking off my makeup, to be honest. But it, you know, I'm just warning you what it does to my fingers, because if you do have problems, this could be a problem for you. Because it is pigmented, but it is so easy to work with. It really is. Look at that. Look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. We're just going to build it up. I think I should have blended more on the other eye. That's the only thing with color, is that it does take a long time to do a look, because there is so much blending, and of course there's a lot of room for error with color. Like, you're going to notice any errors right off the bat if you make any. And I notice, I think, like, I love color, but I do notice the errors quickly when I use it. And I'm learning, so, you know, with time, hopefully I can get a little bit better. But with this, the errors you don't see as much because the formula is just really good. And each shade blends so well into the next or previous. And that purple is just so pretty. Because see, I think I blended too much right here. But I can't tell if it's that or if I messed up with the base. I'm not quite sure which way to go on that one, to be honest. If it's the primer, the eye primer, or the overblending, or underblending. But I feel like right there in that area, there's a little bit of mistakes made. But I don't know. Alright. Neither here nor there, right? Alright, the next shade we're going to go into is this pretty. I like this color too. This is really pretty. And we're going to put it on the lower lash line. It's like a seafoam blue, maybe? Is that how you would? It's just so pretty. And we're going to pop that on the lower lash line. It is definitely more of like a pastel shade. So it does kind of look a little chalky, I won't lie. But if you blend it out really good and just build the color, it works really good. And it works really good as a transition shade for either, you know, however you want to do it, like down here or up there. Because I'm just sort of like putting this here to put the next shade down in a way. And it blends this next shade really well. And I'm using mostly Sigma brushes today. Because I was going to use my okay, the next shade we're going to go into is this one, and we're going to put it right up on the lash line. I was going to use my Refer brushes, right? But they're white bristled, y'all. And I don't think I could live with myself if it stained the brushes. And I have had some brushes. We're going to go into that color now. Stained before. Color stained the brushes. Which, granted, they weren't good brushes. But still, they were good enough. And I can't use them once they're stained. I don't know why. It's the silliest thing. And I know that. But I can't. And part of me, I won't buy brushes that are white because of that reason. But I make exceptions with certain brush brands because they just got good brushes, like Refer. But I just won't use them if I'm using color or something, for fear it would stain, especially these darker colors like this. But do you see how pretty that color there is? I mean, if this is not a colorful palette, I just don't know what is. And the fact that it is just so easy to use is amazing. Okay. feel like I need to go into that lighter pink again. I think I got them both the same. Now we're going to go into this really, really, really pretty. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. Metallic shade. Look at that shade. I do have several palettes though that have this color right here, this metallic shade color. So the color itself isn't like extraordinary by no means, but the formula of this one is nice. It's probably one of my favorite formulas with this color. But I definitely have I mean, I had to add more colors to it because if I just did a look using the colors on the top of my eye look through the whole look and not those bottom ones, you would never have a chance at trying to guess at what palette this would be, because there's so many palettes that have these shades in it. I mean, if you really think about it, so many palettes. And, you know, I want to give you a chance to try to guess it as best as I can without completely giving this palette away. And it's just a beautiful palette. I know I keep saying that. Although, I guess I better, have I done any clues? Well, I mean colors. I've shown you and I've told you that it's a color palette with no neutrals. Packaging, amazing. Wonderful to travel with. Wonderful. It will be, like, you'll have no issue traveling with this. It will, like, sturdy packaging and all that. We're going to put this on the inner corner. The shade right here, inner corner. And the packaging itself is pretty. Very colorful. Matches the color story, I think. Formula, amazing. You have a good mix between light and dark. Ratio between, well, no, you definitely got more metallics. Yes. Yeah, you definitely got more metallics than mattes. But I'm not complaining when it comes to this brand, because I like the metallics. Well, I like all the formulas, but that's beside the point. But I'm wearing the white Exit gel liner by ColourPop in the waterline. I mean, it's just a really pretty palette all the way around, y'all. Alright, now we're going to take this shade right here that I put in the inner corner, and I'm just going to pop it right on the, like, middle of my lid, like that. Just like that. Just a little oomph. Just to sort of, like, lighten it up a little bit. Yeah. I just feel like it needs a little something. But it's pretty, so pretty. It's got a nice mirror in it. I mean, I know that's a lot of clues, more than 3, but you know, that is what it is. I don't care. And to me, it just screams summer. It really, really does. I don't, if y'all can guess the palette, do you think it screams summer to you? Or is it just me in my head with the color story I'm thinking of when I think of summer? Because some things will scream summer to me, but I can also see it as fall. Like for summer, for example, I like to watch the sunset and the sun rise, right? Because it's nice and warm out. Sit on your porch, glass of coffee or tea in the morning and evening, and watch it come up and watch it go down, right? Watch kids play outside. So to me, the any kind of palette that's got those colors, sunset and sunrise colors, would remind me of summer, spring and summer, right? And you're staying out later because the weather's nicer and the daylight lasts longer. Like, there's just, so as much as a colorful palette would be like what I'm thinking of, so would a neutral palette in a way. Or a bronze palette even. Bronzy or colorful. Would remind me of summer. But at the same time, that could also remind me of fall. Oh, I'm using the Marc Jacobs mascara for my top lashes. And then for bottom, the Lancome. I didn't get any fallout with these shades either. Man, last night people were lighting fireworks like no tomorrow. And I live in a city, so it scares me to death because I'm always scared, like the stuff that falls, like it's still a little red. You can see the embers in it, right? Like, what if it lands on my house? Like, I'm so scared to like catch my house on fire. And then I'm sitting there going, what do I, like, besides my children and pets, obviously, like, what am I grabbing? Seriously, that's what I'm thinking. What am I grabbing? I'm like, okay, my jewelry box is right there. That's going. Grabbing it. Throw it in my purse real quick. Run with purse. So then I started thinking, man, I could do a video on, like, if your house was on fire and you had 1 minute, what would you grab, type of thing, you know? But then I'm like, if there was really a fire, y'all, would I even grab anything other than my purse and my jewelry? Just because, like, my jewelry's got my engagement ring and my grandmother's ring. Like, that's one thing that I will not leave behind, is my grandmother's ring, her engagement ring. I will not. I refuse it. Like, I don't even know if I'll leave it behind in death. I know I'm supposed to, but I don't know if I will, y'all. It's like, I want a part of my grandma with me, you know? Just saying. My children would not love that at all. And I doubt they would actually abide by those wishes, but can't blame them. But I have thought about it. Alright, so that's the final look. And I think my makeup turned out really good today with it all said and done. And I had some issues too with the foundation and stuff today, so I'm actually quite pleased. Now, what I am going to do though, even though this ain't part of this, I am going to use the Rick and Morty setting spray again, because I'm trying to get a feel for this on like what I think, so I can tell you, since this is Glamlight's first thing for setting sprays. And the smell of it though, it smells, I cannot put my finger on what it smells like, but I'm telling you what, it smells like something. I mean, it smells good, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not a bad smell at all. It really isn't. But it does smell like something. But the first time I used it, it kind of made my face feel tight. Which isn't a bad thing. Like, I like that, right? Not like tight, like sucking the moisture and stuff out, but like tight as in like it felt like it wasn't going to move. You know what I mean? And that's not bad, considering, you know, fine lines and all. But then the second time I used it, I didn't get that feeling. So I thought, I wonder why that is. So did I use more, maybe, the first time or something? And then this time, I'm not feeling it either. But let's go ahead and just dab around a little bit. But I will say that I do like it. Alrighty. And that is the final look. So, that's the color story that I used from the palette. Hopefully you can see that very light pink there. Like, I wonder if I mix that pastel pink with that blue, if it would make like a pastel purple. Ooh, that might be pretty. And I'll go ahead and tell you what the lip thing is. The lip was the Morty one. The Rick and Morty lip thing. Oh, I can't reach it. In accelerated time. This one here. Which I'm going to use it in the video when I do another look using that palette so I can get a better feel on it. But this lip gloss kind of surprised me. Like, it's a very metallic, but very nice at the same time. So, I'm not mad at this. Alright, so that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me for a while so I could talk about absolutely nothing and waste 30 minutes of your time listening to me blabber. But if you can guess this palette, you can win something. So, I do have some brushes gathered up. So I'm thinking about giving away brushes, if you can guess the palette, but it could be a palette. You never know. Whatever I'm in the mood for. But I hope you all do have a very wonderful 4th of July. Please stay safe. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I do upload every day but Sunday. And I will see you in the next one. Until then. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.